Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 3 aired last night, and we sort of got a plot twist because we've been having these walkers that, there's like walker heads that are lying around being decorated as warning signs, and then there's walkers that have been tied together by their intestines in a road, blocking the road so that you can't pass without, killing the walkers, because the walkers block the entire road. They're all, tied together by their insides. Someone had to, physically, manually do that, someone with skill. And it seemed like there was going to be this big, mysterious villain in Season 5, in the first half. And it's not Logan. We already understand who Logan is. We know Logan's motives and the threat that he presents to the characters and to the group. And we knew that he really wasn't the type of person that was going to be crazy and have a bunch of walker heads lying around as a warning sign, and tie a bunch of walkers together by their intestines as a warning sign and blocking a road. We pretty much knew that it wasn't Logan, that it was a different character, and that chances were it was going to be a villain. Maybe it was a character just wanting to be left the fuck alone. Maybe it was a character just wanting the good guys to not talk to them or be with them. Or maybe it's genuinely a villain, someone that will kill you, someone that will murder you, take your stuff, whatever, like Negan or the governor. And the only reason why I would say it's not like that is because they're warning signs, they're warning signs. It didn't seem like someone that was really going out of their way to kill you. It's just someone that's giving you these warnings, like, don't mess with me, don't look for me, don't try to talk to me or find out who I am, because, I'll kill you, like that. Not necessarily like a full villain, just someone that wanted to be left alone, but still possibly a villain. If we find out who they are and what they're doing and how they live, it could still be a pretty bad villain if they do kill people, and if they don't just, give warnings to leave them the hell alone. So a lot of people, including me, were wondering, who is this character? Is it a group of characters? Is it one character? Who's leaving all these warning signs and everything? And at the end of the episode, in episode 3, at the end, we find out that it is the 3 kids. It is Annie, Dylan, and Max. So apparently, in this episode, and it's kind of unfortunate because Alicia finally is really starting to open up to hope and to not giving up and to giving new people a chance and not just killing and being all bleak and depressed, but she actually wants to be hopeful and to help people and give new people a chance. And she had that change in her character in this episode, and that's what motivated her to get on the radio and to continue to keep talking to the kids and to continue to try to help them and find out where they were and save them and have them join their group. And when she's talking on the radio, she hears, I think it's Annie and Max, and Annie and Max are talking to each other. Maybe it's Annie and Dylan. I know it's Annie. And Annie's saying, quickly, we have to hide from someone. Like, they're dealing with other people. Like, they're dealing with bad people. Like, their lives are in danger. And Alicia wanted to help them before, but once she finds out that they're in danger and that they're possibly dealing with bad people, she's in a big hurry, and she really wants to help them, and really wants to help them, and is looking for them desperately and everything like that, and trying to talk to them on the radio. But it turns out that was just a ploy, that Annie, Max, and Dylan set this all up. Dylan hides in a truck and covers himself up with walker guts, and he pretends like something really bad happens. I think he's fake crying and everything. And Annie, Morgan, they all find him, and right after that scene, we see Annie and Max wearing armor, and it turns out that they're the ones that are having all the walker stuff. So they're the ones that are just telling you, leave them the fuck alone. They don't want to be messed with. They don't want you to help them, which makes sense because they were all about that in the first episode. They're like, we don't want to be with people. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. So we have all these walker stuff that's a warning sign. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. It's them. It makes sense. It's so obvious that I guess it wasn't obvious. Some people probably saw that twist coming. I didn't. I was hoping maybe it was Troy Otto. I was kind of hoping that maybe it was him, but Does that mean that it was the kids that knocked out Althea in the first episode? Or was that someone else? That's my question. Do we know that they knocked out Althea, or do we still not know who knocked out Althea? We didn't see Althea with the 3 kids, so I guess Althea could still be a mystery. So maybe it is Troy Otto that knocked her out. Maybe Troy Otto's still out there. I don't know. But yeah, so the kids are tricking Morgan's group. They are luring them into a trap, and their intentions are to find out more about them. I guess they want to find out how much of a threat that they pose. So that's why they're having Dylan hide in a truck filled with Walker, covered in Walker guts, and they're pretending like they need help because they want to trick Morgan's group into thinking that they need help when they really don't need help. And they want to find out more about them and maybe kill them. I don't know. Annie didn't say anything about killing them, but she did say that they want to find out more about them, and that this is their big plan and their big scheme and ploy. And that can't really be a good thing. I mean, I don't think they have good intentions, but I don't know if they're going to be like villains of the season or anything. I don't think these kids are going to be like Lizzie, or whatever, Chris Manawa. I don't think that these characters, that these 3 kids are going to be villains. I mean, we could have something where 1 or 2 of them are evil or villains or psychopaths, and they just got too fucked up in the head by this world because I mean, keep in mind, we are what, 3 years into the apocalypse at this point, and I'm assuming their parents have been dead for a very long time, maybe ever since the beginning. So they've been out in this world, on their own, filled with walkers. It's definitely possible that 1 or 2 of them are evil, 1 or 2 of them are too far gone, and maybe 1 or 2 of them aren't too far gone, or maybe all 3 of them are on the same level. I mean, they're all siblings, so I'm hoping that they're loyal to each other and that they're on the same side. And if 1 or 2 of them starts to like Morgan's group and wants to join them, then all 3 of them are on the same page and they stay together. I'm thinking that's what they're going for, and that's the whole point of this whole thing with the kids, plotting to be pretending like they need help when they don't need help, and tricking them. And I think that later on they're going to be like, oh shit, Morgan's group is right. Morgan's group are really good people. They can protect us. We should join them. And they're not just having that happen immediately because, well, it's a season of Fear the Walking Dead. It's a 16-episode season, 42 minutes each. You can't just have them instantly join forces with the group because then, what else are you going to do with all the episodes and all the minutes and all the time? So you got to have conflict. You got to have drama. You got to have things be difficult. Take Lydia, for example. In season 9 of The Walking Dead, she didn't just instantly become a good person. She didn't just instantly become one of Michonne's or Alexandrians or one of the good guys. She didn't just instantly get there. There was conflict, drama, episodes, not necessarily filler. Character development too. But they didn't just instantly have her become a good guy. They had to sort of have drama and conflicts, and a part of that is because of the runtime. You got to have stuff happen. You got to have conflict so that you have something happen to fill the runtime. And there's still 13 episodes left in this season, so I'm thinking that these 3 kids they might cause problems for Morgan's group, Alicia's group, whatever you want to call them. They might cause problems with them. They might not trust them for a while. And there might be a few episodes where there's drama and conflict. But what I'm thinking is going to happen is that eventually the 3 kids come around and they realize that they do want to join these characters. They do want to join Morgan's group and combine with them. And they start to realize that they can be with them and that they can trust these people. But that has to be earned. It can't just instantly happen. So we might be having the next few episodes with conflict and problems, but I'm not necessarily saying that, you can have someone like Annie or Max or Dylan, kill one of the main characters. We had Charlie kill Nick last season. That could happen. and maybe that kid that does that is too far gone, or maybe all three of them are too far gone. If they want to go with a plot twist like that, they can. It's possible. Really nothing is impossible. I don't think that any of these kids are going to be villains like Lizzie, or like how Charlie killed Nick, but it could happen. It's possible, It's possible. I mean, we just had a character on Game of Thrones suddenly turn into a villain out of nowhere. So if the writer wants to do it, the writer can do it. But at this point, at this current moment, I don't think that these kids are going to be villains or antagonists. I think they're just kind of damaged, and they've been through a lot, and they don't trust people. And we have to have a few episodes of conflict and drama until those kids learn to trust Morgan's group. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think is going to be the conflict and the reward, and that's what Ronnie Hayes on Make a Path Presents always talks about, conflict and reward. That's what we're going to have with these three kids, conflict and reward. The conflict is that these kids don't trust these people, and a part of that is probably because they've been through some rough stuff. I mean, they've been living, just the three of them, they've probably been living out on their own for years in this apocalypse. Maybe they had other people like their parents or whoever, their friends, but they died, maybe gruesome deaths, maybe because of other people. Maybe there's a really horrific, disturbing reason why they don't trust new people, or why they don't trust other people, and we're going to be getting that in a flashback or something to that effect. And that kind of makes them not just the fact that they're kids, but because they've been through so much, that makes their characters really tragic. So that's what sort of, builds up them slowly learning to trust Morgan's group, and, have the conflict. And then the reward is that they join forces at the end. They do join forces at the end, and they do trust Morgan's group. It's sort of like the first half of season 4. The first half of season 4, the characters that we have now, the group that we had now, they were pretty much split into two halves. There was Alicia, Luciana, and Strand, and Nick for a little while, not trusting Morgan, not trusting June, not trusting Althea, wanting to kill June and Charlie. They wanted to kill Charlie after Nick died. So yeah, the group, the good guys that we have right now, they were split in half pretty much the entire first half of season 4. There was the conflict, and then there was the reward when Morgan finally helps Alicia and stops Alicia from killing June and Charlie, and they sort of reconcile. And then in the back half, there's still some baggage, but they don't try to kill each other anymore. And then they slowly decide to have faith and have hope again, and to group up and be a group. So we're going to have that conflict and reward with these three kids. That's the theory I'm going with. The three kids are going to spend the next few episodes not trusting Morgan's group, but they're going to slowly start trusting them, and then they'll join them. So I don't think they'll be villains, but anything is possible. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now, we are at 549 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 600 in the next few months. So just remember, every subscriber counts, every bit of support matters, and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully, we can get to that goal of 600. And we're pretty much right there, halfway. We're at that halfway point, right between 500 and 600. We got to 500 subscribers a couple of months ago, I believe, and a part of that is my fault, because I didn't make too many videos during May, but this month, June, I've done a decent job of making a lot of videos, making a lot of content. Plus, Fear the Walking Dead is airing, so I am going to be making a lot of content about Fear the Walking Dead and some, Walking Dead and some other stuff. But I've been really banging out videos lately, so we're getting more views, more subscribers than we did in May. And like I said, we got to that 500 subscriber goal a couple of months ago, I believe, and right now we're at 549, so we're pretty much there, like right at that halfway point, at that halfway mark between 500 and 600. So we're halfway to 600, pretty much, between 500 and 600. You know what I mean? So that's cool. So we're just 51 away from 600. That's not too many. Just 51 subscribers away from 600, and that's definitely a big milestone. There's only so many channels that make it that far, There's like the really big ones and the middle ones, and that's it. It's really hard to get to 600 subscribers without, cheating or paying for them or sub for sub crap. Really, 600 subscribers is a pretty tough milestone to get to. And knowing that we're only 51 away is just really awesome and incredible, and I can't wait to get there. I'm just so excited. Can't wait to get to 600. So like I said, every subscriber counts. Just if you like my videos, if you like my content, hit that subscribe button. It helps a great deal. And yeah, that's pretty much about all I have. So with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.